Hey folks, welcome back to Let's Play Romance of the Three Kingdoms 14 on the Mysterious JG. Last time, Yuan Shu's armies, who've been hyper-aggressive and perhaps overconfident, fighting on multiple fronts. But they marched out a contingent to destroy Cao Cao from several directions. While Cao Cao, being shrewd as he is, knows that particularly when outnumbered, you focus your forces and attack where you are strong and they are weak. So he marched out himself and with two of his finest generals, Jihao Yuan and Jihao Dun, to attack Angha Morand. He has a powerful unit, and he's a powerful commander, but he'd already been on a long march and had already been in combat. And Jihao Yuan, he challenged, actually this is Angmarn, he challenged Jihao Yuan to a duel, but then lost. Jihao Yuan rather, with a war score of 91. Angam had a war score over 100. But Jihao Yuan, perhaps gaining the advantage because he's fighting on his own territory, his morale and his strength built up. I mean, what do they say? A man with nothing has nothing to lose, and no one fights harder than a cornered animal. Cao Cao's armies know that if Chen Liu falls, their force falls. And perhaps inspired by that, Jihao Yuan, who was no craven coward by any stretch, he marched out and he crushed. Well, he defeated Angman in a duel. It wasn't like completely dominating, but he wounded him. He injured him. It's actually about as dominating as you're going to get without killing him on the spot. So, we will have to bring our armies together. We'll have to hope that he's got a lot of troops. He's not going to collapse instantly. But his condition is not good now. His supply line is broken. That's what that little red icon means. Morale is very low right now. They are not in disordered or provoked or restrained status, but the supply line, I really wish this game did a better job of explaining these things. Perhaps we can get information over here. Status of units. Units can receive status ailments when the supply line is cut or when they were targeted by tactics. Various status ailments affect actions. You can check the unit information to see their status. Disorder. Okay, but what about the little symbol? Unit morale decreases greatly. Unit becomes restrained. Unit falls into disorder. Decrease in morale grows during the advancement phase. Supply line routes can only pass through your own territory. Okay, so we marched him very far away from his home city. And unfortunately, I'm not 100% sure if his problems will be instantly fixed when she marches in. This will mean that there's a supply line, and then in theory have a supply line running this way. It'll be even longer supply line. So for him to really get stuff straightened out, he would need to march back towards Yangqiu, which will eventually happen. We got to beat the Cao Cao's armies first. I think we're going to give up for now on capturing Hulao Gate and instead take Chen Liu. Because if I march Shooting Yumao's ram unit up to Hulao Gate with no supporting units, Cao Cao, he's got he's got Cao Ren up here. I don't know if he's got other officers up here. He's got Guosi, he's got Huanqi. I don't remember who that is in history. She's one of his daughters or his concubine, okay. She's one of the concubines. So Guosi, what? Oh, Guosi got captured! Guosi is, it varies sometimes. Meng Da? Oh, I got confused. I thought Meng Da was a Ma Tang guy for a second. I got turned around. But yeah, Li Jui and Guo Si are sometimes they're basically like the same force, but sometimes I don't know. It's handled differently in different games. So I guess he got captured. But yeah, it's Cao Ren and one of Cao Cao's concubines are here with a prisoner. So Cao Ren would be the one marching, but he'd probably march out with 5K or more troops to attack, and would you know, shooting him out is a good soldier and all, but it's a ram unit. If they get attacked by any sizable infantry unit and there's no one defending them, they're going to be routed. So we'll pull him over so he can start moving towards Chen Liu instead, and we'll see how this goes in the next couple of turns. Hopefully Don Everstar can provide Angum enough relief that his unit is saved. I don't imagine them getting wiped out, but I can imagine them getting like battered to being reduced to complete ineffectiveness and just having to retreat, which would be a shame. Meanwhile, the far less interesting, just slowly approaching Zhangxia. They will eventually have to march out too, I would imagine. When they do Bobo, like, I'm just kind of marching him over here to see if I can trigger this effect, but eventually something's going to have to go down. You guys went through 200 gold on that last turn, huh? I guess I'll just do, let's see here. Acting officer. I can select more than one officer here. That's an awful lot of supplies to sell, though. Do this for now, just to make sure that we don't completely run out of food. People reward. Pei Yuan Chao, one of the guys is pissed off right now. I just had a paranoia attack. Am I actually recording? Yeah, okay. Got real paranoid about whether I actually remember to click record. Burn enemy. Cao Cao's armies, that's worth trying. Decrease morale I won't bother with because it's more expensive. And I think, yeah, I won't do that one. I'm running out of money in Zhucheng, though, because of various things, but one of them might be too freely using these tactics. Modern increase in Kiao's investment. Also, I've been spending a lot of money on rewarding officers. But yeah, one of the reasons people were saying to grab that gate is because I'll capture the officers and the troops. But as I'm thinking about it, I'm like, well, it's 7K troops, I'd be ashamed to lose them. But at the same time, Cao Ren, I mean, he's a good officer. I don't mind losing him. And one of Cao Cao's concubines, it's fine. It's fine. Somebody else gets her in their army. We will, you know, accept the loss. Rally, okay. And we'll do some searching, as ever. Dajun. Might have too many officers at Guanling now that I'm looking at it. Although things could turn up there quickly when things could turn up there quite quickly once we get to war with Liu Bei, well and truly. Shen Li should be able to pull this off. But he's doing something else right now, and it would take him a week. She implored us to reconsider, and we didn't listen. I am perfect for conducting individual searches, but won't be doing that at this time. Just a couple hundred gold, we're getting a pop here, really, but... I get really excited about every aspect of this game except this thing where I get myself trapped just wanting to use the turns and going through the searching menus. That is not my favorite part of this. What? I sure hope I can find some useful personnel. Yup. Curious about one of the guys in Wan from his portrait. I think he was a Yuan Shu original, but doesn't he look sinister? Liu Bo. Who is this guy? He abandoned Yuan Shu, who became gluttonous upon becoming emperor, and secluded himself with Chen and Song Shan, becoming a bandit. After Yuan Shu was defeated, he plundered Shu. Yeah, so he's a guy who betrayed Yuan Shu, who was himself already a scumbag, and then this guy became a bandit. So I can see how he wouldn't have... He is, however, the colonel who established his martial might. So he was given a title before I was handing out the titles personally. His overall ability, yeah, he's one of these, like, able to lead an army if that's what you need kind of guys. Nothing else he's going to be good at. Alright. Let's, the true test of an officer, Anga Morand, is going to be a terracotta soldier here. The true test is going to be how you handle defeat and whether or not you can turn the tables. We got Dawn Everstar. She's the one who replaced you as warlord. Not like neither of these people who contributed these characters are in the comments role-playing, but I mean, in my own headcanon, Angwen accepted that demotion with as much grace as possible, and Dawn Everstar recognizes his value as an officer. She's going to do everything she can to make sure that they're on the same page. So they've entered into a unique opportunity for us to have a Gan Ning, Ling Tong style. These guys don't like each other, but they become best of friends when they help each other in battle. The proposal by Vulture Bean to set fire to Xiao Dun has failed. Of course it has. Should have realized it was Vulture Bean. She keeps proposing these really interesting ideas that never work. I found strategies of way while I was searching Shochun. Interesting. Oh, his unit is collapsing completely. Oh, this is a disaster. She isn't even going to get there in time to help. Heaven's Warrior. Defeated Jiao Yuan, at least. There's no struggling at this point. Do what you will. Captured it. Whoa, defeated both of the Jiaos. Reporting, an emissary from Liu Bei army requests a meeting with you. Okay, interesting. So his unit got demolished. He lost like 9,000 troops in that. But he defeated both of the Jihaos and captured Jiao Yuan. Now the question is there any way Don Everstar can save him before Cao Cao defeats him, thus freeing both of the Yuans? This attack on Chen Liu, I don't even know if this is going to come off now, but... I have come today on behalf of my lord, Liu Bei. In appreciation of your bravery, I should listen to what you have to say. Also, it looks like you've got a present. Is that for me? Would you release Cao Bao, whom you have taken prisoner? We would incur no loss. By the way, I'm off way far away fighting Cao Cao, but we would incur no loss. Releasing him should be no problem. Cao Bao is not a great officer, and he will not be a threat being back in Liu Bei's care. We'll get a little bit of money. If this changes us from enemies to troubled and keeps Liu Bei from attacking me until I'm done with Cao Cao, it is a good thing. Very well, we will agree to free the captive. This is lifted away from my shoulders. Liu Bei would be very happy to hear about this news. Zhang has agreed to release Cao Bao. Relationships between Liu Bei army and Zhang have become troubled. Is that in character? I don't know. Cao Cao army's Jiao Yuan has been detained. This appears as is the balance in all of our cities. Feels nice to head an army. I'm not sure who's saying that, but... It might be better for him to stay and fight Cao Cao, but if he attempts to retreat while she engages Cao Cao, that might work too. I'm not sure what's going to be the best. The best outcome we can possibly get here, honestly, is just for Angum to escape. I mean, obviously, I'm not going to deploy his unit against Chen Liu after this. If he can escape and we can beat Cao Cao in the field, Don Everstar, who will take some losses, but she should be able to march towards Chen Liu. This whole thing is really falling apart, though. I took heavy losses there. If Chen Liu marches another 5k soldiers out, and she has lost a big chunk of her unit fighting against Cao Cao. Well, no, hold on. She should be able to beat Cao Cao. But if she loses a lot of strength fighting Cao Cao, to the point where whoever marches out of Chen Liu next is able to finish her off, like, yeah, I need a powerful force supporting Xu Yimou. It's tempting to march somebody else out of Shochun, actually. Your maneuver is 15. How are we doing for food in Shochun? 17k. $64k. Plenty of food in Zhuchang. There's just can't send that many more troops out. Tell you what I'm gonna do. Lita's grandma. Got strong maneuver. I'm gonna have you march out just to be back up, just in case. And really hope that I don't pay for this. Like, Zhu Chang, I don't think it'll get attacked by bandits. It's like right in the middle of my territory. But if a bandit, and it's got public order maxed. So normally normally it would be a really silly move to leave that few troops in a city, but I feel like I can get away with it. Although I'll need Zhu Chang. Zhu Chang will have to take its time recovering their stuff. Did I already do the merchant here? No, I didn't. You are still taking your sweet time. It's not... Well, hold on. I might not have the option of selling food in the future. We'll just have one guy. Okay, and we got attacked and I didn't know it was happening. So I was concentrating on the more exciting battles above. Su Fei. Now Bobo has been hit with some tactics. How many troops did he start out with? Because he just got wiped the fuck out and I wasn't watching. He has 15 days of disorder and 10 days of restrained because they marched out and immediately cut off his supply lines. Ugh. Alright, Lethal, see if you can rescue Bobo. This is all being a huge pain in my butt right now. Probably should have just done one thing at a time on offense. If I take out Zhang Jia, then other than just keeping troop counts semi-decent, I really don't have to worry about the south until the alliance with Sun Tzu ends. So having that done will just be a relief, but boy, this is getting a bit frustrating. I don't want to march anybody out of Shochun in case Liu Bei gets froggy. I'm really hoping I don't pay a terrible price for leaving Zhu Chang so close to empty. But I don't want to like have this attack against Chen Liu just falter. I don't want to have this ram unit march that far out of Wan and fail. People have pointed out I should be sending troops and food to the frontline cities, and instead of trying to march out from more than one city at a time, Nobunaga's ambition style, I should be just shipping shit tons of stuff to, you know, Zhu Chang and marching only out of Zhu Chang. And the other thing is I really need to be more careful about supply lines. Having Bobo sneak over here to E to try to trigger this effect, as fun as it might be, if he was only at 5,000 troops, I might be overthinking it, but I don't remember how many troops he had in his unit before he got attacked. So maybe I'm overreacting to them doing the only thing they could do and having some limited success with it. But he got hit with a couple of conditions out of all that. All right. People reward. Pay Yuan Shao. I kind of just want to tell him to fuck off, but he's been with us for so long at this point. Are you sure I deserve it? Not even a little. I'm not sure at all. Banquet, restrain enemy. If that works, it would be really nice, because it'll stop him. from preventing our retreat. Well, we've got a great increase in Kiao's investment now. Chuchang has almost got level 2 barracks after I'd switched fairly recently what their focus was to get them up to 222. But yeah, we've been going at, because these each of these turns is only 10 days. We've been going at kind of a breakneck pace, and honestly, the thing to do, and I probably, you know what, maybe I'll make myself do it right now. Stop obsessing with spending every single order. If I get more efficient with it. It's hard. It's hard to stop. It's like, you know, oh, I can stop anytime. I just don't feel like it right now. It's not that easy always. But we'll have you keep going. Oh, you know what? I've got a couple places where I didn't set up overseers, though. Whoever's got really good conquer land, but isn't already doing something. We can use you and commerce. We'll actually put Vulture Bean in charge up here, also doing commerce. Dang 2 doesn't really need somebody with great, needs somebody who's decent at agriculture, and that's about all that they need. You're not great at agriculture, but you'll get it there eventually. And then Hefei is already really nicely developed. We just need somebody to keep it from stagnating. The Yujun is actually perfect. So in theory, by the time we take Chenliu, we'll already have started developing some of this stuff. Like Yang Kui, I wonder if I should just have you just flat out pull back now. Stop using up food. Wow, the gold isn't doing good here either. Yeah, gold is pretty depleted in Shochun. He's having a real hard time. Let's just stop recruiting just for a few turns. Because he's already injured, so he's not doing a great job. I could replace him. Yeah, we got a lot of places that they're just burning through money. But you don't even... Oh, man, you're not recruiting and you're still burning through your money. I don't think those... I guess once troops reach a certain amount, it's expensive to maintain them, maybe? Because they are out of money without really having a lot of recruitment stuff going on. I'll get concerned when Ju Chang is going bankrupt. Like, really concerned. Because once we take Chen Liu, I'll have a bunch of new officers to hire as well. That's not going to necessarily be cheap. I did this already, right? Yeah, because one of them was restrained Cao Cao. So I will go ahead and do this quickly. Seems like Zhu. Zerfall should be one of the better guys in the Guanling territories. He's doing 5, 6, 7. Yeah, Zerfall would be slightly better. How would Zerfall compare these guys working on food libraries? Plus 10. No, Zerfall is better with gold than he is with foods. What about Guanling itself? Nope, Dajun is better at commerce than Zerfall. So it would be Guan Quinir. Okay, Port Giaco. It's just probably going to be whoever is available. Sampar is already doing... You're doing Runan itself. We'll just probably now pick up some leftover. You are in the middle of leading troops, but I don't think your abilities here will be lesser as a troop leader. This is just getting a head start, because the main thing is we got to take Jiangjia and then move officers there. Yeah, it's getting a little thin on officers. I'm eventually going to have to just stop searching every turn, and I think I won't search this turn. I think I'll just learn to deal with having orders left over, because we won't have enough officers to have everybody constantly searching everywhere until we take Cao Cao's forces. I'm the Mysterious JG, thanks for watching. Tune in next time as we see if Don Everstar can rescue Among Bong in time for him to keep Ji Hao Yuan as a prisoner and basically just allow for the final defeat of Cao Cao's forces.